10 साल से चल रहा था। ऐसा नहीं है कि ये काम अभी अभी शुरू हुआ था और तुरंत हमने बिल पास करवा दिया। पिछले 10 साल से इसकी चर्चा हो रही थी, इसकी डिजाइन बन रही थी, इसके कॉन्सेप्ट पेपर बन रहे थे और कुल मिला के एम्पावर्ड कमेटी जब तक थी तब तक 14 मीटिंग इसी सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर, जीएसटी के ऊपर एम्पावर्ड कमेटी की मीटिंग हुई थी। और जीएसटी काउंसिल बनने के बाद पिछले 6 महीने में 12 मीटिंग जीएसटी काउंसिल की मिली थी। और अगर सिर्फ जीएसटी काउंसिल ने जो इसमें प्रयत्न किया है उसका अगर हिसाब किताब डाला जाए तो करीब करीब 150 ऑफिसर्स एंड जीएसटी काउंसिल के मेंबर्स हर मीटिंग में रहते थे। 12 मीटिंग, कुछ मीटिंग 1 दिन की, कुछ मीटिंग 2 दिन की, तो कुल मिला के 18,000 मैन आवर्स ऑफ वर्क हैज गॉन इनटू इट। एंड नॉट ओनली दिस टू मेन कमिटीज, एम्पावर्ड कमिटी एंड द जीएसटी काउंसिल, बट इससे पहले काफी अधिकारियों के सब ग्रुप भी बनाए गए थे। देयर वर 30 डिफरेंट वर्किंग ग्रुप, सब ग्रुप्स ऑफ ऑफिसर्स which worked for making of these laws and rules in the past also. And कुल मिला के ऐसे ऑफिसर्स की मीटिंग 175 meetings were held in which state and central government officers worked together for a period of 10 years. And that is how after such effort, इतने बड़े प्रयत्न के बाद ये बिल आज बिल जो है वो पास हो गए हैं, उसकी हमें बड़ी खुशी है। मैं आपके मीडिया के माध्यम से जीएसटी काउंसिल के सभी मेंबर्स को और स्टेट और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के सभी ऑफिसर्स जिन्होंने ये लॉ बनाने में हमारी मदद की है, उन सबका आभार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूं, उन सबको बधाई देना चाहता हूं। और मुझे खुशी इस बात की है कि एक ऐसा क्लीन टैक्स प्रणाली जो कि बहुत साल से जिसकी देश को प्रतीक्षा थी, वो अब तुरंत ही देश को मिल जाएगा। अभी मैं एक इंग्लिश में दे दूं? ओके। I would like to express our happiness at passing of the 4 laws relating to GST by the Lok Sabha today. These laws are not made in a short period. A hard work of 10 years has gone into it. The earlier version of GST Council, which was an empowered committee, had 14 meetings on GST and 14, and after that the GST Council had 12 meetings of GST on this. About 30 working groups and subgroups of officers, even before the constitutional amendment bill was passed, worked for making of these laws and rules. And about 175 officers meeting took place also for formulation of law and rules. So it is a nice piece of legislation which we believe is relatively free from any kind of defect, only because a lot of minds have gone into formulating it, unlike only one wing of the government framing it. So both state and central government officers have worked on it, and that's why it has become a very successful kind of a piece of legislation. And we do hope that we will be able to have no flaws in implementation, because the law itself has been corrected and recorrected so many times, so many iterations of law have been made. So that is one. If we calculate the total number of man hours which GST Council has passed, has spent on the effort, about 18,000 man hours of GST Council members as well as officers have gone into framing of this law in the last 6 months itself. So it's a huge effort made by all the members of the council and the officers, as a result of which we are seeing that this legislation has been passed by the Lok Sabha. So my compliments to all those who have gone down in the history also, right from the first day of the first thought of having GST for the country till today. Whoever has worked for GST, I would like to compliment them. I would like to express my gratitude to all of them who have worked very hard.
So do you still maintain the 1st July deadline? Do you still feel that despite the rates have not been ironed out?
I think it should be possible. I think it should be possible. We had promised to the business people that at least 3 months before the implementation, you will have the complete clarity on law and rules. Law clarity has come today because it's a money bill. Since Lok Sabha has passed, more or less it is a done thing. And as far as rules are concerned, we had already given 5 rules, 4 more rules which are going to be approved by GST Council on 31st, and some revision in the earlier 5 rules also. All this would have been approved by Council by 31st of March. So we will be putting it in public domain the very next day. So there will be exactly 3 clear months available to anybody to make their changes in the ERP system or whatever. Rates, we can decide it any day. Rates is not a constraint because you don't have to put rates in the software. The software can take whatever rate you want to put in the software, So I think the business should also be ready now, since we have made this attempt to have the bill passed before 31st of March. So thank you very much. Okay.